Hey y'all, Collin here. Drop day number 2, 5 new beers coming at you on December 1st. Come on down, try 5 new beers for your tasting deliciousness. 5 beers in the shape of an Illuminati eye, right here. That's madness. Second verse is different than the first. We'll have 5 beers for drop day number 2. Some old favorites, some brand new excitement. We're going to be doing Illuminati IPA. We're going to be doing twice certified independent AF double IPA. We're going to have Wonderful Life Blonde Ale, kind of a Christmassy vibe. We're going to be doing the Old Course, a Scotch Ale aged in Scotch barrels, and a brand new Imperial Stout called New Nightmare. The Illuminati has twice certified that we're all on the Old Course straight to a New Nightmare. Are we living a wonderful life? Pretty stoked about this whole lineup. Illuminati is one of our first 3 conspiracy IPAs. We've rotated it out, but it's coming back. It's 100% Simcoe hops, which are Shane's favorite hops. It's a West Coast construction, so you just get this really clear, classic Simcoe character. Twice certified is a verified juice banger of a double IPA. Very excited to have that back in the house. Wonderful Life is the most Christmassy of Christmas beers. It's Best Life with cranberries, cinnamon, and orange peel in there. And then because it's cold, we've got 2 really big beers. New Nightmare is a chocolate lava cake inspired Imperial Stout, and Old Course is a peaty, smoky, warming Scotch Ale aged in Scotch barrels. So big fun lineup for you to check out. We can't wait for you to try all 5 of them on December 1st. The Illuminati, you already know what it is. Bavaria, 1776. Charles Theodore, the Elector of Bavaria, outlawed it, and then it's been underground ever since. But Collin, I don't care about the Illuminati. I just want a beautiful West Coast IPA with nothing but Simcoe hops in it. Listen here, Pepe Sylvia. I'm sure that you do, but this cute, cuddly West Coast IPA is a cover-up for the Bilderberg Group and the Pentaveret using 5G fluoride mind control to turn the frogs into communists. Twice certified. Why does certification need to be doubled? Feels like they're overcompensating. Feels like serious try-hard energy. Now, you may be saying, big double IPA, Mosaic Pacific Jade hops, tastes like blueberry and pineapple. I say, a mosaic, like a million little pieces, like breadcrumbs leading us to a larger truth. What is that larger truth? If you take the letters in twice certified AF, double IPA, you rearrange all of them, what do you get? You get Henry Kissinger and you get Beyonce. When I was a kid, we'd watch It's a Wonderful Life every year at Christmas. It's one of my mom's favorite movies. As a result, I have a pretty decent Jimmy Stewart impression and a real appreciation for just super earnest storytelling. If you haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life, it's the story of George Bailey, for whom life is rough. An angel comes and shows him what the world would have been like if he had never been born, and he sees that by being an earnest and hardworking dude, that life was better for everyone around him. As a result, he decides he wants to live, the community rallies around him and helps him solve all the problems, and he sees the good in the world. It's fucking great. We named this Best Life variation in homage to the film because it's a super earnest beer. It's Best Life with cranberries, orange peel, and a little bit of cinnamon. It tastes like Christmas, and it absolutely smacks. That's why we keep Christmas uncomplicated. We're all about making super earnest beers, particularly when it comes to beer education. We just like to be straightforward and uncomplicated. And Wonderful Life is one of the beers that reminds us of the truth that beer can just be delicious. The truth. The truth. The government just declassified 1 million documents showing that aliens have been here for decades and we've known about it. And you want me to be the earnest one? The hallmark of conspiratorial thinking is that it can never be that simple. It's harder to believe the boring thing that's right in front of you than it is to invent something fantastical, something elaborate with more meaning and purpose. It's boring to think about how the Koch brothers and Ken Griffin just don't share any class interests with you and I and use lobbying to advance their agenda over the course of decades. It's exciting to think about a shadowy meeting of some weird group that includes Kanye and the Queen that's doing the exact same thing. The conspiracy theory puts meaning behind the events and invites us to be a character in the story as someone who can see the truth of what's going on. We love using our IPAs to play with the untruths that are conspiracy theories, but there are all these recursive ideas that kind of fold in on themselves under their own weight and require greater and greater logical leaps to sustain themselves. I think that's what's fun about them, right? It's fun to do the whole red string thing and tie Bitcoin to shape-shifting reptiles and the 1984 NBA draft to time travel. That's a good time. Telling the story about how Don Nixon opened an In-N-Out precursor in Southern California with Howard Hughes bribe money is like one of my favorite things to do. The tension between playing with conspiracy theories and really just letting your lizard brain go nuts and invent narrative where none exists versus being super earnest and upfront about how we make beer and what is delicious is super fun for us. I hope that you get to enjoy both of those parts as much as we do, that you get to put yourself into the story, but also just enjoy the delicious beer in your hand. A New Nightmare is just that. It's 4,000 years of cacao cultivation in what is now Mexico, which is coincidentally about the same amount of time since the aliens taught ancient humans how to build pyramids. There's not any chocolate in this beer, but we all know the truth is out there. What we do have in this beer is we got Simpsons and Dingelman's English malts, a little bit of debittered black, which is going to give you those big, robust, chocolatey flavors. It's going to make you think about hot lava chocolate cake. Delicious. We're going to take that, we're going to turn it all the way up to 11 with maltodextrin and DME, and what do you get? A stout so delicious, so thick, so robust, only one thing could make it. Aliens. The old course, barrel-aged Scotch ale. Golf is the original sport of the global elite. If you think the Glasgow ice cream wars were vicious, then let me tell you about paying property tax on country clubs in LA. Don't you think it's weird that there's an act of parliament to protect one golf course? I'm just asking the questions. Would it be delicious if you took a Scotch ale and aged it in whiskey barrels for over a year? Would the toasty malt character blend with the caramely oxidative character and the smoke and peat to create something perfect? Would that beer be so delicious and warming that it acted as a perfect digestif after Thanksgiving dinner? Would the Crown allow me to ask these questions if they didn't think you wouldn't believe me because you couldn't understand that this wasn't a psyop? It's delicious. Yeah, so come down for drop day.